Yeah, okay, right now I would like to inform you about the stories in Cambodian and after I will description step by step. So all the weapons in the museum that is for use only in Siem Reap area. And the civil war, it was started in Cambodia in 1970 at the end to 1998. So nearly 3 decades of fighting in Cambodia and it have 4 parts. So the first part from 1970 to 1975, and for that time, Prime Minister Lionel he called and threw over to the king, and king go to the forest and jungle and collection many people to fighting back with the government. And for that time, king leading to the Khmer rule, and Khmer rule that the French language mean the red Khmer or the guerrilla. So all the weapons support by China for the Khmer rule, and all the weapons support by United States for the government. And for that time, the government leading by Prime Minister Lionel. And for that time, they call it Khmer Republic. So for that time, many people do like king too much. And both parties fighting every day until 17 April 1975 that is successful as the Khmer rule. But when ruled by the Khmer rule and have no name, or the king have suddenly Pol Pot. So I'm sorry, I cannot say more than this. I'm sorry. When Pol Pot, he is genocidal, yeah? He is genocidal. He was killed about 3 million people for that time. That's part 2. Yeah, he killed including my mother, my father, my sister. I often say I'm 13 years old since 1976. And he controlled in Cambodia 3 years, 8 months and 20 days. Until so when January 1979, Vietnam came to liberation. And for that time, Vietnam support to make a new government. And all the people support by China for the Khmer rule again, and Khmer rule living along Cambodian-Thai border at north and west. And all the people support by China, the former Soviet Union for Vietnam. Vietnam support to the new government. And both parties fighting every day, and both parties support by the communist country, and both parties lay a lot of mine, about 13 million mine. And both parties fighting until 1988. And after that, Vietnam, they go back to their country, and the civil war continued to fighting until 1998. And after that, Pol Pot, he was died, and all the Khmer rule, they surrender with the government. Yeah, I'm sorry, my English is not so good.
No, you did very well.
Yeah, I'll just review only format, I'm sorry.
Very good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. So you can see all of these weapons the same in Afghanistan. They're firing to the United States and Britain because all of the it was made in the former Soviet Union and Russian. But all of the mostly it was made in the World War II. Yeah, the same this one type also anti-aircraft. So this anti-aircraft it was made in the former Soviet Union and it was used by the government room. But this one, it was made in the World War II. But between 1979 to 1998, the Khmer rule, they have no helicopter and have no plane. So this one for you in the battlefield for shoot to the people. And this one, it range about 3 kilometers and it target only 1 kilometer. So this one, the same in Afghanistan, the helicopter and the plane high gun 1 kilometer, that is safety. And this play for the shooter, and they use the trigger by the feet. This is, you see, this for the right cannon, left cannon, and right cannon. Yeah. And this is for move up and down, and this is for move left and right. And this play for the aimer, but it was broke something to aim. Yeah, this play for aimer, something like this. Yeah, this. Yeah. I'm sorry if you have some question. Please you ask me if you don't understand something. I'm sorry.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay, thank you.
Well, excuse me for asking, but is that what you hurt your? Is that from mine or?
Yeah, I'm 6th time that I get injury. I went to soldier since I'm 16 years old. Often I'm 13 years old since 1976 to 1979. And for that time, I wearing only one cement bag. I wearing the trouser. I make for that time 3 years that I wearing that one. Until 1979, Vietnam came to liberation. I have to go to soldier. But 1 year I was cooking. From 1979 to 1980. From 1980 to 1981, I get to training to drive a tank. From 1981 to August 1982, I'm a tank driver. But I drive the same this one, but it was made me 6 months in the prison. Because those then all of the have only 1 or 2 that you with electric starting to work. 10 or 11 by all of the for pulling by the wire rope. And for that time, I drive on the road about 1 hour. I'm fighting at the north of Siem Reap town, about 30 kilometers. I'm fighting about 4 hours, and it was filling the water inside the engine. I want to go back. But my boy had ordered, you have to haul about 10 minutes more. and I firing about 10 minutes more, and after that I go back about 10 minutes, it was burned by itself, and all my team, 4 people, the 6 months in the prison. When I discharged from the prison in 1983, I have no way to do. I have to go to soldier again because I'm offended. But very bad for me. When I start to go to soldier, the normal troop for that time, and the normal troop are fighting in the battlefield. Only 1 week I get shot by Kalashnikov. This is, I stay 3 months in the hospital. On 1984, 2 shrapnel here.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, not sorry. But the first February, second August, but small shrapnel is not so hurt.
Right.
I stay only 3 weeks in the hospital.
Yeah.
But in 1985, broke the hip joint, cut some bone, put the membrane inside. I have to stay 1 year in the hospital. But for that time, very difficult because the doctor is not interested with me. They not care me. I stay only 8 months. And I have bad sore on my butt. I have to discharge myself.
Right.
I want to get some helping by my friend to wash clothes, everything, and to take the warmers of my butt. Yeah, because I have to stay 1 year to take ability.
Right.
But I asked my boss to go to my battalion. But I go only 2 weeks. I get shot 1 time more. You see this?
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And I have to stay 6 months more in the hospital. And after that, on 1980, I get better on 1980, the end of December 1986. And after a few days, passed through to January 1987. On 16 January 1987, I stepped on the mine. I lost 1 leg and a blind both eye for that step. And the doctor, he want to kill. I'm sorry. When somebody lost leg, lost eye, they have to injection to kill. I stay in hospital only 3 months, and I discharge myself. I be afraid the doctor will injection me to kill. Yeah. And when I discharge, I blind both. I am a beggar 9 months.
9 months.
9 months I am a beggar, but very difficult for me, sir, because when I'm blind, I get fall down nearly every day. You see, yeah. Sometimes I'm bleeding from my nose, it's broke like this.
Yeah.
And for that time, I have problem with my lung. Maybe I have the TB. And I get fever. Sometimes I can beg in the market. Sometimes I'm possible to beg, and I living in the shade under the tree. And sometimes I have no food. 24 hours I take only the water. When for that time, one the call guy told me, you must be to escape from the government to living in a refugee camp. And I escaped from the government to living in a refugee camp. But very difficult because I've been from this is Thai country. Yeah, for like this. I'm sorry, my pen is not so good. It is a Cambodian country like this, a small one. I living here, and from here, there's a refugee camp. From here to here, 130 kilometers.
Right.
Sometimes I walk 3 weeks. Yeah?
Yeah.
About the middle of the road, and some of my friend, he helped me, he pity to me, give me some real and some food, but he brought me back again.
Oh.
Because I cannot tell all of them, because I living in a refugee camp, big problem, because in a refugee camp I have resistance zone. But I'm very thankful, very happy. I try to do everything with the UN. They're very interesting with me. They send me to the hospital. They help me to treat this one. I can see this one 40%. This one I can see Korea. And I try to do everything. I don't want to become to the beggar. And for that time, I am a physiotherapy. And my teacher, she came from California, from United States. But when I repatriated in Cambodia in 1993, and I have no job to do, I'm a fisherman. But I try to do everything, and I living with my friend. My friend, he is a monk. But very difficult. The monk don't kill everything, but I'm a fisherman, I have to kill.
Yeah.
Snake or something. And the monk don't drink it. Sometimes I drink, and the monk me. But very bad for me, sir. On August 2002, I get blind again. When I step on, my body makes shrapnel. Now he get out. I actually anyway, I want to cut it off to put artificial eye. If I don't do that, I have to blind off eye in soon. Because the end of this month, I have to cut it off. But if I don't do that, I have to. But I just been here only 4 months when I arrived here. But I'm much better than before. I'm a fisherman. I get 2 times the food. You see my body, free service, up to 2 PT to me. But 4 months ago, I saved only 30. I need 100 US to cut it off.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, this is my problem.
Yeah.
But I just get better last week. 2 weeks ago, that one guy, he came from England. He saw me, I'm very torn of the clothes, I'm uniform, This they brought me to board all of this city at first from England, but all of them they work with the bank in the bank in Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah. But before I'm really for. I'm sorry. This is my story. I'm sorry. If you want, you can climb up to see, but too hot. I'm sorry. I give you the idea. I not order you. I'm sorry.
No. That's safe.
Very good.
And after this, you can. Excuse me. Do you hurry? No. I will inform you everything, and I have a lot of mine, about 50 types of mine, and some mine was made by the fertilizer and sugar, and they take a filament to make it. And this is like the same 254, the same that one, but with what destroyed by 83 line is kill all the poor people. So this one, it was destroyed by the local mine. They call it local mine because the Khmer Rouge, they're local people. The Khmer Rouge, they get training from China, and they use the fertilizer and sugar and broke all of it. Because the original mine is not so strong, it's not so powerful, because very small, about 12 tons. Yeah.
Which one is that?
The Browning.
Browning.
Yeah. And no bullet.
Yeah.
With your bag and something with your food, very healthy.
Ooh, that is very heavy.
God, it's like lugging a rucksack around.
Oh my god.
Plush.
Some tours they told me is you just want to finding in a battlefield, they walk about 10 kilometers, and they have to surrender with the enemy.
Yeah.
That is heavy.
What's that Thompson like?
This one.
No, the one next to it.
M1 at the Thompson, yeah. And the machine gun.
Lighter?
It's lighter, yeah.
Yeah. But the useful in the battlefield, the Kalashnikov and the M16. That's a good.
Still heavy, but lighter.
Mm.
Tell me, yeah. And this is what you need.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's AK-47.
Yeah, AK-47. You have to turn on of the safety. Yeah. But no firing pin, no bullet, no problem.
Yeah. It's quite light.
Yeah.
It's light. It's very light.
What one is that?
Aluminium.
Yeah, aluminum and plastic.
What one is that? M16?
M16. What's that there?
I will inform you. Yeah, sorry. So this one, when you're fighting in the battlefield, when it was finished, its bullet, it had to stand by like this. You have to change the magazine, new one. You put with you have bullet, and you put this one. Yeah, you can shoot this one. But sometimes you may require this one is impossible.
Get jammed?
Yeah. To push in now, you have to put this one.
All right.
Yeah. But sometimes you're fighting in the battlefield. When you're fighting and have somebody, the enemy, to point to me, not you, I'm sorry,
yeah.
Point to me like this. Please lay the gun down. I have to put this one and to the trigger and to shoot. But all of this, the firing pin, have to broke to make a shrapnel, kill myself and kill the enemy about 2 meters, 3 meters.
Right.
So you used that before, have you?
Yeah. I use everything because if I don't go to soldier, I have no food. I have to go anywhere, impossible to go. If I go anywhere, I want to find food, I have to beg her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I hold?
Yeah, okay, please.
The difference.
Yeah, very nice.
Is that like a Tommy gun or something?
Yeah, look like Tommy gun, but the AK-50. And this is the Uzi. It was made in Israel. The Uzi and PM-49. It was made in Russian and AK-50. Look like Tommy gun. And all of the it was made in the former Soviet Union in World War II. That one Uzi 9mm. It was made in Israel.
Turn around, Moss. You look like a terrorist.
It's very
Bad
small.
invention, eh?
Uzi.
All of it, bad invention.
Oh yeah.
Very small.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's heavy.